Hello, and welcome back to the EDC Squirrel. Got a new one for you guys today, and this one's an interesting one, and it's coming from Cobratec. And this is their CNC OTF pen Gen 2. Now, like every other Cobratec that I've gotten, it comes with a couple cards. This has a lifetime warranty on it that you do need to register. You'll have a code there that you enter onto their website, and then you get a little card showing who had quality checked your item before it gets sent out to you. And then this is the pen itself. Now, as you can see, it's like your typical ballpoint pen. You twist to reveal the pen. It writes. But the interesting about this one is it also is an automatic knife. As you can see, you actuate it using the pen clip by pushing up or pulling down to retract. It does also have a safety lock on it, so it doesn't inadvertently pop out when you don't want it to. And then you just disengage the lock, and then you are back in business. Now, this is a very slight drop point blade. It's just a very slight drop towards the end of that. It is, think about 1.75 inches in length, single edge, and this is machined out of, or was it 6061 T6 aluminum, or the casing for the pen, that is. The pen itself is 5.875 inches in total length, and also contains a replaceable black ink cartridge, so you can replace the ink cartridge if if it runs out of ink. The pocket clip itself is made out of titanium. Let's retract that real quick. It is made out of titanium, and like your typical pen pocket clip, it's not the thickest in terms of space, but it shouldn't be if you're going to be putting that in a shirt pocket. It is a relatively sizable pen, but not all that different from a lot of tactical pens that I see out there now. It is very comfortable to write with. You have a lot of texture towards the tip, which makes writing with this relatively comfortable. And it is very easy to disengage that safety lock. You got quite a bit of knurling up there, and also towards the end there. I'm not sure exactly what that would be for, unless they're just using it to match the knurling that's on the pen itself. And as far as the blade is concerned, there is a little bit of movement on the blade once it's fully extended. However, it's actually very minute. And I haven't seen an OTF yet that has been perfectly solid, at least in terms of blade rigidity. Every one of them that even the more expensive ones, have had a little bit of movement. I think that's just typical of the OTF design. I don't know of any knife, or at least I haven't come across any knife yet that hasn't had at least a little bit of movement there. But otherwise, it's actually pretty good. Again, it is a thin blade, very slicey. Let's see how sharp that blade is right out of the box. Now, that does bite into the paper relatively quick, or immediately, actually, and it does feel pretty sharp all across the length of that blade. In fact, I'm getting nice, crisp edges on the magazine paper, which means I'm not getting too much tearing, if any at all. That's pretty sharp. There is a little bit of newspaper left, or not newspaper, a magazine paper, just bare bits of it left on the blade. But I bet if I were to give this a quick strop, that this would be cutting those edges crisper than anything. Really nice and sharp right out of the box. A very capable little blade for light cutting, packaging, opening, and of course, the greatest part about that is you have a very workable pen. It's a little on the weightier side than, say, your typical just plain pen. Maybe more comparable to a lot of the tactical pens out there that I don't even know if I don't have another tactical pen really to compare it to. But I have played around with a few that seem a lot more weighty than what this would be. And they do have them in a few different colors. I've seen them in black. This one itself is their gray color, although it looks more like a bluish gray, which I really, really like. And then they do come in a green and a purple color. And I've seen them on the website for about $89.99, if I recall correctly. I'll put a link down below if you're interested in checking them out yourself. But again, this is the Cobratec CNC OTF pen Gen 2. Awesome little pen, awesome little knife. Go check them out. And if you do get yours from Unwavering Endeavors, let them know that the EDC Squirrel sent you. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks again for all your support, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.